The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and it's time to get high. Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network.
Happy 420 y'all.
Love you, brother. Awesome, dude. That was a good hit.
What's good, Brother Ron? Good morning, good morning. This is my baby, Terrapin. You know that Grateful Dead song? Terrapin Station. Here we go, baby. Much love.
Happy 420, Mr. Man. Light him if you got him.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and we're here to get high.
Good morning, all. Winnie the Rottweiler and the Frog Father GJL enjoying his bong. Oh, that was a good one. Peace, everyone. Take care.
Happy 420. Happy 420, y'all, from the Southern Tennessee Story News and Story News Cannabis. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, everybody. Cannabis Corner.
Cheers.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network. Good morning, good morning. Welcome everyone to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. And we're going to have so much good time spending. Holy fuck. We're going to have such a great time smoking with our like-minded friends. We already have some of those like-minded friends in the chat here right now, tuning in from YouTube. We've got Frogfather GJL saying, good morning, Ron. Oh boy, brought steaks home from the plaza yesterday for an awesome 4/22/2025 barbecue and 3 degrees in the Mac. I'm hoping to have some barbecued chicken today for lunch. So I got a chicken leg out of the freezer last night for my lunch today. We got Kenny Gold here saying good morning, and look at that. We also have Billy Joe Neff in the house saying good morning, y'all. Blessings in abundance to all, right? And Billy Joe, I have not forgotten to take a look at those. To take a look for the video or pics for the sulfur irrigating planter. So I've got my little reminder note there. If we get a chance, we'll check during the show this morning. If not, I will definitely look sometime today on my computer and send that off to you, or I'll post it up on my Grow 420 page or my profile, and I'll tag you too. So good morning, everyone. So what is everyone smoking on this morning? And this is what? Wednesday, April the 23rd. How did we get to April 23rd already? We got one more week of April left. One more week of April. So you know what they say? April showers bring May flowers, and we've certainly been getting our fair share of rain this month. We certainly have here. Sweet, right? So we're at episode 171 today, and we're 3 minutes away from 7:10. Actually, coming up to 2 minutes away. And let's see. You know what? I'll show this video here. Let's pause the music. Should be able to hear some birds and the geese honking too. Took this morning at 6:30. And we have frost. No snow. It's going to go up to 15 degrees today and sunny.
Freya.
She was out having a fun time. Called her.
Freya.
Took her a while to come.
Where'd she go? Freya.
Oh, you can hear the geese. Great. Time flies when we're having fun. One minute to 7:10. Isn't that gorgeous out there this morning?
Freya. There you are. There you are. You getting ready to come in?
Here she be. There's my Freya.
You look at me.
She's camera shy.
Okay. Go.
Kid decides if he wants to go down the hall to our room or into the living room, back into her bed. She does hop up. She was sleeping on that chair. When she's beside, she ends up hopping up on the
Go back to bed.
recliner. Good morning, John Randall. Beautiful view, right? And there we go, folks. Nope, it's 7:10. So happy 710 Easties. Perfect timing for the video to end there. And we got our music back on. And we got ourselves ready here. We're going to smoke on some platinum cookies. I started off with a bowl full of the plank. And what is everyone else smoking on today? I know Billy Joe is smoking on some, probably, AK-47 and some wax. I can't remember everything that you got, but whatever it is, it's good stuff, right? Yeah, gorgeous view. Hey, John? And I actually have here. Let's hit the bowl first here. Fire in the bowl, folks. Oh, couldn't pull that one all the way back. All right. I do have a picture. As I was taking that video, there was a perfect shot there that I saw, framed with the flag, the sunrise, and all that. So I'll show you that, guys, here right now. All right. And, oh, yeah. I got to share a different screen. Just give me 1 second. Share screen. And there we go. Okay, why won't they come up? Oh, I still got the video up. There we go. So right there, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that fireball in the sky back there. Look at that. Look at the sun. You can see the right through the trees there. Wow. That is gorgeous. That is such a gorgeous view. Such a beautiful sounding scenery too. Like you hear the birds, the geese. I love it. Love it. Love it. It's a beautiful home. Oh, I love your pupper dogs, right? They're so cool. And I'm smoking an ice cream float. That's right. That's right. Ice cream float. I remember ice cream float and Smithsonian Genetics. Let's check something there. and wax, right? So I was right with the wax. We got KC Slide in the house tuning in from Rumble. Morning, everyone. Wednesday almost there, right? Right? It's hump day today. Wednesday is hump day. It's also dump day for me. Nice to see the sun much further north as summer moves in, right? This is the time of year the sun angle burns everyone, right? That's the thing. Like, even though it's a little cool out sometimes, when the sun gets out, it really warms you up. Really warms you up. All right, folks. So what are we going to do now? We got 7:14. We got Sir Rat Pastor tuning in from Rumble. Good morning, Sir Rat Pastor. Saying great morning, tokers. It's hump day. Great. All right, what are we going to do now? Okay, we showed that. We did the video. We're talking about the weather. Why don't we do the morning weather report this morning? We haven't done the weather properly in a little while. We've been just going freestyling on the show lately. So we'll do the morning weather report. We're about 5 minutes away from 4:20, so we got a bit of time. and we'll be right back after this. It's now time for your morning weather report on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. And here is your morning weather where I am. It is currently 0 degrees, sunny, clear. Feels like -1, going up to a high of 15 today. Right on. So as you can see from that video and the picture, well, the video specifically, you can see there is frost on the vehicles. So it is pretty cool out there. Oh, excuse me. But there's our morning forecast there. So by noon, we'll already be up at 11. Feeling like 10. And what is the wind speed right now? What is the wind speed? The flag wasn't moving very much in that video. So here it is, 3 kilometers an hour out of the east, gusting up to 5 kilometers an hour. So not much wind out there. Right. Firework of a day coming already. Ron coming up, right? Going to be a beauty of a day. But it's only just going to get better here on in. So we won't hit our high today till around 5. Right there. But it will be 13, 14 for the afternoon. So that's nice. Let's flip over to the 14-day forecast. So we got a few days, a little bit of rain coming up in the forecast. We also we got 16, 15, 11, 15, 16, 18, 11, 11. But look at that, a few nights where it's going down cool. So we've been having the plants, some of the plants out in the greenhouse. The last few days, some of the ones that are a little bit more colder, hardy. And but at night, we got to bring them in. Because look at that, we're getting some cool temps at night. There's 1 degree coming up there, 3 degrees. As I said, right now, if they were out there, they'd be frozen little things. 0 degrees, -1. It feels like -1. But let's see what else we're getting. Bunch of 14s and 15s in the day for the second week. And 2 weeks from now takes us out to the end of the first week of May. 15 degrees. Rain, that's a little ways off. Anything can happen there. But it's cold out there right now, right? Going to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice. That's nice temps, right? Let's see. We're 2 minutes away from 4:20. We will do the news this morning. We're going to do the news after 4:20. So we've got about a minute and a half. That was a great show last night. Psychedelic Reporters. Awesome show, awesome stories. And I can't believe it. Tara and I kept to the time schedule. Let's see, how long did it? I think we ran over just like 6 minutes. And there's our 1 minute reminder to 4:20 for the West Coast, folks. Let's see, past episodes. Hour and 7 minutes, 21 seconds, including our closing commercial. We try to keep it to an hour, but sometimes we get to like an hour and 20 minutes and such. Because, hey, the stories, sometimes we go on rants, or sometimes stories just need to be covered just that much more, right? I think we'll have some Rainbow Dick now, folks. Try a bit of the Rainbow Dick. And we're about 30 seconds away. Nope, 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. Happy 420, Westies. Light them up if you got them, folks. Cheers. Oh, we got to get the other cam on. Here we go. Cheers, y'all. And there we go. Happy 420. Whoop, whoop. It's going to be a nice day today, as we said. And I'm probably going to get my ass outside, working around outside in the yard a bit. My wife's going to work out in the gardens. I'm starting to get them opened up for the year. My wife was out there raking out the, weeding and raking out the front garden, right out by the front of the house. Like right at the edge of the house, beside the deck. And she's got like a 10 by 10, like an old pergola frame that we got set up. We got a 10 by 10 garden plot in there. She's got like a bunch of wildflowers and other stuff in there. So she's working at starting to clean that up, raking all the dead stuff out. A lot of perennials. So perennials, they need to be cleaned up and that to encourage new growth for the new season, right? There we go. And we got Aaron Drake tuning in. Huzzah, just waking up like 5 minutes ago. Where's my here's my huzzah. Huzzah! So good morning, and Billy Joe says, happy 420 Westies. Enjoy your smoking fabulous day, right? Cheers. An amazing, blazing day, right? All right, so we are going to do some cannabis news. I'm just going to re-share the screen here. We got some big news coming out of Manitoba. Big news coming out of Manitoba. Let's see. This is a very small article. This one here is from CTV News. But I found it first. It's nice that it's hitting mainstream media, that it's going to get out to the masses. But I did find it on StratCan. So let's see here. StratCan is a cannabis news outlet. Why can't I find it? I did a post, so I can find it in my... That's weird, it's not coming up. Okay, I can go to my messenger because I have it in there, the link. Actually, I have it in my own, under my own name because I sent it to myself, but I also sent it into Ganja News Update, I think. No, maybe I didn't. Oh, I meant to. Okay, what? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll share this tab. We'll bring this up. What am I trying to do here? Yeah. All right, right there. So this story is coming to us from, we got Dude Bro tuning in from Rumble. Good morning. I don't like it shared this way. Where is that? We'll share it like this. Okay, so this story is coming to us from StratCan. This is where I first found it out, and this is the outlet that I've found out anything coming out of from Manitoba regarding home grow. Because Up until now, you have not been allowed to grow your 4 recreational plants at home like you can across the country, as it's legally, you have a legal right to do so. However, 2 provinces, Manitoba and Quebec, did ban home growing. And Canada went recreational in October 17th, 2018. And those 2 provinces did not allow home grow. And up until recently. Now, it was challenged in court, and that was all a part of how this came to be with change in legislation here. As well as it's been challenged in court in Quebec and won, and also then it was overturned, I do believe. So I do believe that the current status in Quebec is that it is illegal to grow your 4 recreational plants at home. Medical patients are allowed to grow as long as you have the proper licensing from Health Canada and the authorization from your doctor and such. The authorization from your doctor is what's required is one of the pieces of documentation that is required to be able to get your medical cannabis production license for home grow from Health Canada. So, Manitoba, change of pace here. So Manitoba's, and we got to find. Okay, last year I reported that the law was changing, but they didn't have any date set as to when this would actually happen and come into place. So we're finding out some more details about it now as to what the regulations are on it and the date when it would be come into force that you are allowed to grow at home. So Manitoba's home grow bill to come into force May 1st. This story was published yesterday, April 22nd, 2025, by David Brown, and this is the same reporter that has been putting these stories out for Manitoba, out on StratCan right from the very beginning, with all the even to do with the legal challenges that has been brought up to the province by a company called Toba Grown. And we've actually interviewed, who is it from Toba Grown? I can't remember the person's name. Can't remember their name, but we have interviewed him here, Kim, and whichever show it was obviously Peace News Reviews. So it probably would have been Sir Steve and Kim who would have interviewed them. I can't remember their name, but Toba Grown in Quebec. It's not Quebec. Manitoba, I think it's like a consortium of craft growers or something like that. I can't remember specifically. But anyways, we'll read on here to see what this says here. And some of it is great news. Others, part of it is, things that make you go, right? So, adults in Manitoba may be able to begin growing up to 4 cannabis plants at home this May. Very good news for pain patients in Manitoba, right? Because, pain patients, okay, if you're registered with Health Canada, it will help take a bit of the stigma off with growing, because you're already allowed to grow if you're a registered medical patient. But if you have pains and you want to use cannabis to help with those pains, but yet you don't want to have to go through all the red tape, have to get permission from your doctor to light one up. Well, it's not really to light one up, but to grow it. Yeah. Anyways, it's like a tomato. Tomato's medicine. Your food is your medicine. Your medicine is your food. Right? Jack Kungle. Jack's Garage says that. Coffee time for Aaron. Coffee time for Aaron. But this definitely will allow more people to have access to this plant, right? But there is regulations on it. So let's see what it has to say. So the Manitoba government has now listed May 1st, 2025 as the coming into force date for its repeal of the prohibition on adults growing up to 4 cannabis plants at home. That is the date that the Liquor, Gaming, and Cannabis Control Amendment Act, SM 2024 C22. There is a link to click on that. Or as Hobbies likes to say, what is he? Clicky link. A clicky link there. Comes into force. That legislation will. Okay, this is ridiculous. The last part of this sentence. That legislation will allow a person who is 19 years of age or over to cultivate up to 4 cannabis plants in their residence. In a notice in January, the proposed regulations required cannabis to be grown in an indoor location that is inaccessible to young persons. So there is no outdoor growing allowed. What the fuck? Like, really? I guess we should be happy that there's at least some movement here and change. But there's still work to be done. Why can't they grow at home? Like outdoors. They don't want to. Their excuse for it has to be inaccessible indoors to young people. Okay. So yeah. But, jeez. It's not heroin, for fuck's sakes. I'm not saying it's totally benign, but come on. I know one province I wouldn't want to move to still, if I was going to move provinces. Manitoba. I like growing my outdoor weed. Yeah, sure, I love the taste of the indoor weed better, but who doesn't like growing outdoors? And did you know in some provinces you have height restrictions? So if you got a plant that just wants to grow, like my tallest plant last year was Strawberry Donkey. I have it written down here somewhere. It was over 8 feet tall. Well, some places you can't have, I don't know what the limits are, but I think it's something like 5 foot. Yeah, there's ways you can grow to keep a plant low. But are we told to keep our tomato plants below a certain height? Hell, I got beans that grow 15 feet tall or more. They grow. We got a metal frame structure. We plant beans on the sides, and we got netting on that whole structure. They grow up the wall. It's 5 foot. They grow up the other roof, the roof part. There's 10 foot, and they start making their way back down. Or we gotta weave them around. I know. That's the other thing. So you might be able to, there might be, for example, I'll use Ontario, for example. There might be cities or towns or municipalities, specifically municipalities, because the way that the cannabis laws were done is most of the time you think, federal trumps everything else below. No, not in this case. Federal, they just put a basic guideline in. Every person, every resident is allowed to grow 4 plants. Not every person, but every residence. But municipalities, provinces, buildings, for renting or condos, and all, they can put all kinds of regulations in to prevent you from doing something that is federally legal to do. Did you know that in some areas right near me, I'm not allowed to walk down the road with this lit, but yet I can with a cigarette? Hashtag make it make sense. Through most of Ontario, majority of Ontario, pretty much anywhere you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke a cannabis joint. Out on the sidewalk, walking along the street, out at a park, unless there's a bylaw that prevents you from doing that in that municipality. And there are some. There's some right near me here. Half hour away. Out in the country. You're not allowed to go take a walk. I don't think there's any enforcement on it. I think there probably is people that are walking down the country road having a joint, right? So are we any different than Manitoba? I don't think so. That's what I'm trying to get at. People say, "Oh, weed's legal now." Why the big deal? Well, folks, this is the big deal. And I'm not even talking about medical right now. The medical is so fucked up. But this is recreational. This is the stuff that people are saying, "Oh, weed's legal now. I can just go to the store and buy it, or I can grow." No, you can't just grow it. It's still highly regulated. Again, I'm going to say, do we have regulations put in place on our garden vegetables and herbs? I consider this a sacred herb. We grow many fresh herbs in our gardens. We have over 3,500 square feet of gardens. We grow echinacea. We grow oregano. We grow all kinds of stuff, man. I wish it was like that in the U.S. Can only smoke in the open private property like your balcony or porch, right? And I don't know that there may be different. Wish it was like that. Oh, in the U.S. Wish it was like that in the U.S. Also, in the U.S., you can only smoke in the open or private property. Yeah. One of the reasons I got a prescription so I can grow more and have insurance from the landlord, child services and police, right? But even then, patients do get hassled because we won't get too much into it, but there's a lot of police that don't know the laws. How do you expect them to know all the laws? You can't, right? But when it comes to medical cannabis, a lot of them don't know. So they act like judge and jury and executioner right at the scene. So they say, you know what? In my mind, this is what this is, and you can show him your paperwork all you want. And some cops will say, you know what? I don't recognize that. I don't know what that is. Like, it means nothing to me. Now, there's supposedly a phone number, toll-free number or something that law enforcement can call Health Canada to verify the license and that. But there's some that don't. I'm not saying this happens all the time. I'm just saying it can happen. It can happen. And they're like, well, let the court settle it. You're saying one thing. I don't feel. I think I feel differently. So we're gonna bring you in. This is what's gonna happen. Blah 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 blah. And then the patient then turns around and files a charter challenge and wins. And gets most of their stuff back, but unfortunately, some of their stuff gets destroyed by the police, either equipment or blood. Right? For me, if I feel they're violating my rights, I have tools on my phone, right? Laws are different from state to state here, right? Like in California, anyone can grow, but here in Illinois, you have to be medical to grow, right? It's such a patchwork of laws and regulations. And you know what? A lot of that is what keeps the prices up. A lot of that is what restricts the access to people. And who does it affect the most? Quite often the people who need or should be having this the most. Right? Anyways, we're going to get on with the story here. So yeah, no outdoor grow. So it looks like there's going to be more of a fight ahead. I hope there is. I hope someone fights to have outdoor grow. Anyways, cheers. One step at a time, though, I guess, eh? Right? Sucks they doing all this with the God-given weed. Prices and taxes are ridiculous at the dispensary. This is exactly why. Because it's so highly regulated. And really, I don't know what it's like so much in the States, but in Canada here, really the only ones who are making bank, mostly, is the government in taxes. A lot of the LPs aren't making money here. They've had to turn to exports to make money. Where I've been involved in 3 raids. I've got cards on my phone with all key rates, right? And that's good to know. And that's the thing. If you know your stuff, then right. Up to 35% tax, and yes, the date is cashing in big time. The date, the government, I guess, the state, right, the state. Yeah, 100%. No medicine from outdoor grows, so Manitoba will get pain control. Morning, Wayne Palmer. We got Wayne Palmer in the house. Good morning, brother. We got to go to break too yet. Wow. Okay, so let's just get on with the story. It's not much longer here. The previously announced proposed coming into force date for the legislation was April 1st, 2025. There's a clicky link there to that story. My right hand is itchy this morning bad. Oh, dear. Hope it's nothing too serious. Hope did you get bit by a spider, maybe? That can happen. Bill 34, the Liquor, Gaming and Cannabis Control Amendment Act, which repealed Manitoba's ban on growing up to 4 cannabis plants at home, passed the Manitoba legislature on June 3rd, 2024. And we reported on that story there as well. And there's a clicky link to go to that story to find all the details there. The ban on growing cannabis at home had been put in place by the former Progressive Conservative government in Manitoba in 2018. The Manitoba NDP committed to repealing the bill and did so after forming the government following the October 2023 election. The proposed regulations will allow a person who is 19 years of age or older to cultivate up to 4 cannabis plants in their ordinary residence. However, a person will not be allowed to cultivate cannabis plants in different residences at the same time, and only 4 plants can be in a home regardless of how many adults reside there. All cannabis plants will be required to come from seeds or plant material that is not illicit cannabis. So I guess any of the seeds I got, I'm not allowed to send to anyone in Manitoba. So my Manitoba viewers, I'm sorry. I can't help you out. What a bunch of fucking crock is that? Do you know where? Okay, prior to 2018 was rec, but medical has been around for almost 25 years now. Where did the legal producers get their genetics from? There was never anything legal before. Their stuff came from the illicit fucking market, what they call the illicit market. I prefer to call it regulated and unregulated market. We have regulated. Come on, there's room for everybody. How does that work? You have to have paperwork for seeds and genetics. That's crazy. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. They don't really. Okay, number one, they don't know. They don't want you growing the plant. And if you are, they want you growing their shit. And how are they going to find out? How are they going to catch you eventually? Well, just take a look at technology. We already have this now. There's even Tara and I reported on this a couple of weeks back. Aurora Cannabis is developing strains that they've got. There's genetic tracking markers in the plants. So if they find, they can easily find out if someone else is growing their plants. So I think what you're going to eventually see is you're going to see everything. You're going to be able to digitally track these seeds. Like it's right, Wayne. Right? Growing my shit. Fuck them. I'm growing whatever seeds I can get my hands on. I can't afford the seeds from the store. Fuck that. Unless they want to pay for my seeds, hey, I'll grow their seeds. I've got an anti-itch cream on standby. My legs feel like they're being sprayed with oven cleaner sometimes. Yeah, right. With the CVI. Okay. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of comments here. Sorry, folks. The back of it, not the palm. Money coming in your future. That's what they always say when your right hand is itchy, right? Hope you're expecting money and nothing is wrong, right? Right? Hope, Aaron, right? Hey, if the lottery people would only cooperate with me too, right? Neuropathy. I've got neuropathy. You're replying to someone, I know that, but I have neuropathy in my feet, with my back, right? Must buy rec seeds only. Yeah, there ain't no turning back now. Dry weather doesn't help either, right? I get really dry elbows that itches a lot. Cannabis creams and salves really, really help with all that shit. They really do. They really do. There's one that I have from Natalie Sophia, and unfortunately, I had her on my show, the 420 show last Sunday, and she's getting out of that type of stuff right now because the market's pretty saturated. She's taking things in another direction, but she has a pain salve. It's called Pain Be Gone, and it's a mix of a bunch of stuff, not just cannabis, and all natural stuff, all great stuff. And my wife's got a really bad knee, right? And I put it on her knee yesterday morning because the day before that we're having times with the grandkids and that, and it's been bothering her. So I put that cream on her, and she said, Like within minutes, she could feel it working. And about 20 minutes, half hour later, she said it was amazing. She said, I got to put that stuff on again. So I actually have a post here. I got a note here, message Aaron about Icy Pot and that other cream that I was talking to you about. But I don't think she has it available anymore. She might have some stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Grew illegally before, so I'll grow legal, and I'm growing whatever seed I have or get. Right? Like, to hell with all the all these unnecessary regulations. I made 5 different strains and have thousands of seeds from them. Right? Got chronic venous insufficiency. Got it during the pandemic, right? But cayenne and cannabis lotion stuff is great for stiff joints and back pains, right? Cayenne is another. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. These are all plants. Here's the reason why. You can't make money off. They can't make money off a plant because you can't patent the fucking plant. But you can if you genetically modify it. So it's no longer just a natural plant. If you don't believe me where this is going, fine. But it may not affect you. It may not affect me in my generation. Well, I've still got quite a bit of years to live. Hopefully. Turning 52, 53 this year. 53? Keep getting this mixed up. I was born in 73, 74, 75. Or, okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna be 52. So 51 now. I'm gonna be 52. And so hopefully I've got at least another 30 years. That's 82. My father-in-law is 83. So if I've got another 30 years, with the way technology and all that is, yeah, we could see some stuff where, well, already now some of the OG strains are getting harder and harder to get, right? Yeah, I'm not stopping for nobody now, right? How can you? You know how this plant helps you. You're going to let someone stop you from getting that relief and that enjoyment? Grampy's weed and blast titties and dip tits and freaky titties and split titties. I'm thinking Wayne's a titty man. Right? We haven't even gone to break. We haven't even finished the story. Geez, this story just really roused me up. It really roused me up. So here's just a summary of some of it all. So effective May 1st, 2025, the ban on home cultivation of cannabis home grow will be lifted. This will allow Manitobans aged 19 years and older to grow cannabis in their residences. What does this mean for the public? A person aged 19 years or older can grow up to 4 cannabis plants at any one time in a single residence. The number of cannabis plants allowed per residence is limited to 4, even if 2 or more people who are at least 19 years old live at the same residence. A person cannot grow cannabis at different residences at the same time. Cannabis must be grown indoors in a room or container that is securely locked or in a location that young people cannot access. Residents of rental or condominium properties should check with their landlord or condominium board to determine whether there are restrictions on home grow cannabis, which I'm assuming there probably will be. You can almost guarantee that they're already going to be sitting down, reworking their bylaws and all that, right? To update them to include that, even though, like, they may already have no grow, but they may clarify it more, saying even though it is legal in Manitoba. It still is not legal here to do in the building or condo or whatever, right? Or the rental place, which sucks. It sucks. Starter materials, seeds or plants must be purchased at a licensed retailer. A person must not possess more than the equivalent of 30 grams of dried cannabis, which could include their homegrown cannabis outside of their home. So outside of their home. So that was one clarification that was made, because before that, outside their home was not a part of it. It was not a part of it. So it was suggesting that you couldn't have more than 30 grams of cannabis even in your home. But that was one good thing that came out of legalization for medical patients in Canada here. Probably about one of the only good things is we used to have storage limits. We still have carry limits of what we can carry out in public. But we used to have storage limits at home. You could only store so much cannabis. And if you grew more than what you were allowed to store, which is quite possible to be able to do, depending on your growing style and all that, and just how lucky of a green thumb you have. But so you'd have to destroy your overage, and it would have to be destroyed in kitty litter and all this stuff. It was like a procedure. But now I don't know if there's a procedure still. I just burn any stuff I have that's no good or whatever left or stuff. I just burn it in the fire pit. I don't give a fuck. It's a plant. I burn it with everything else. All my other plants, vines that I have pulled down, right? That I don't put in the compost. I set it in a brush pile, and when it dries out, I throw it all on the fire. While the cannabis I usually just burn right away. Fuck, they couldn't stop me from growing before it was legal. I would like to see them try now, right? Right? I've invested too much into my grow to let any stupid law stop my progress, right? Right? So, yeah, patients no longer have to have. There's no storage limit on that, so that's pretty good. I burn all my stock and old leaves, right? Same here. What does this mean for licensed retailers? Only retailers licensed by the LGCA can sell cannabis products in Manitoba. Cannabis products can be sold only to people who are 19 years of age or older. A licensed retailer can sell no more than 30 grams of cannabis or its equivalent in a single transaction. And you know what? That is a federal law. But you know what? A lot of stores in Ontario here, they have their own policy, or they have a misinterpretation of the law. And they only allow you to purchase 30 grams in a single day. So you're supposed to be able to, you can buy 30 grams, take that out to your car, come back in, buy another 30 grams, go back out. Now, once you're out of, and they are fine because it's separate transactions. They really can't be found. I doubt they would be found guilty of selling too much cannabis to someone, because it is legal to do it in per transaction, 30 grams per transaction. And but a lot of these companies say, no, we're not going to, we can't do that. So in my case, me as a here, I'm going to pause the music there. Wow, we've gone on for an hour already. We haven't even gone to break. We're still talking about this. But this is important, man, because like this is crazy. This is crazy shit. And a maximum 4 cannabis plants can be sold in a single transaction. One seed. Okay, based on the cannabis equivalency ratio,
Under the Cannabis Act of Canada, 1 cannabis seed equals 1 gram of dried cannabis. So you can't have more than 30 seeds on you, right? James says, not sure about storage limits here, but you can carry over 2 ounces if you're medical, and caregivers can carry up to 4 ounces. Yeah, here I can't remember. I think you can carry a month's supply up to 150 grams, plus your recreational. So I can carry 150 grams plus my 30 grams, so 180 grams. 150 grams is the maximum monthly. And that happens. I think that is I can't remember what. Yeah, I think that is my limit too. I have, but anyways, a couple other comments here. Aaron says the branches on my new Biscotti Platinum course are really flexible. I can fix them in pretty much any position. That's really great. I like when branches are like that. When they're too stiff, you run the risk of snapping it, when you're training the plant around. James says, here it used to be like that. You could buy over and over again, but now it's limited 24 hours like there, right? Which is crazy, because that's what I was going to say. Like, theoretically, by the law, even though I'm a medical patient, and I tried to do this to avoid, when I was still buying from the legal producers through the medical stream, because mail order only. Well, I thought, you know what, I'll try to get my stuff locally in North Bay. They got cheap ounces there. I'm not paying taxes because it's a store on the res. It is a legal store, but no taxes. I think that's there's 3 stores on the res there that are OCS stores, Ontario Cannabis Store approved stores, licensed stores. And you don't pay tax. And quite often, even the cannabis that they have, which you can buy just down the hill in North Bay, is marked a little bit cheaper than what everyone else is selling it at. So I tried to go in there, and they said, no, it's only 30 grams per day. That's what they said. And I said, that's unfortunate, because as I explained, I said, I know you can't discuss medical and all that, but I still believe in talking about it. Because if people out there don't know the struggles that we're going through, right, how are you going to affect change? So, and I'd say I'm not complaining about this in the sense for me. This is for everybody, because there's other people going through the same thing. So I should be able to go into that store if it is 30 grams per transaction, and if I need 3 ounces for my prescription amount per month, then yeah, that's what it is. 30, 90. My grow is 5 gram a day. My consumption, that is 3 gram. But I should be able to walk into that store, 3 different transactions, and get what I need, and you can't. So again, they forced me. So not only did I get forced from having to leave the medical stream, the legal medical stream, because the product I needed was no longer available. So I tried to get it in the legal recreational stream, and I couldn't get the proper access. So where did I go? The illicit market, where all their stuff, the legal market stuff, came from in the first place. So essentially what we have in Canada was a hostile takeover, an extremely hostile takeover of this plant from the people, mostly, well, from the people in general, but it's the medical people who really pushed this plant and really seeing the value in what it can bring to one's life, right? We've all seen it. We all here experienced it ourselves. Morning, Mikey. Morning. Ronnie Mackey says, everyone morning, right? Holy man, what someone, LOL, holy man, what someone doing with all that at once? Which, all what? 30 seeds is a joke. I got tons of seeds. A lot of them, they're not like great genetics or whatever, but there's more than 30 seeds in this one tin that I got from a friend of mine. And Wayne's got a hell of a lot more than that. So in Manitoba, I'm not, geez, I don't know. Actually, probably, I don't, but I wouldn't be allowed to have that out in public. Or if that purchase. I don't know. It just all doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. None of it. Caregivers are people who are authorized to carry amounts for other people under medical cards, so they can shop for multiple people at one time, right? So that would be the same thing as our designated growers, DGs here in Canada, where a DG can grow for up to 4 people, I think it is. Gotcha. Where I don't buy it, I couldn't imagine when someone would need to carry so much, right? But see, Aaron, sometimes people need to carry that much because they're going away somewhere, right? So you got to bring your medicine with you. So how are you going to do that if your carry amounts are small? Like if I'm going away for a couple of weeks to visit family or something, I'm bringing a month's supply with me, because what if I spill some? I need to have more than what I need for that trip, right? Okay, where are we at here? Where are we at? You guys are awesome. There's so many comments here. See myself go to weed shop, get a pound, and took them pounds, right? I bought a QP from Island Farms. That was good for a month. When I used to buy in bulk, I would buy a QP of weed QP from Weed Deals, $225 to $300, right? Yeah, that's a lot for one person with prices of around $150 or more an ounce, right? Got a couple of 100 of Platinum Pearl OG F2 and Platinum Iceberg Slim, right? And how's my favorite potheads this morning? We're doing awesome, buddy. We're doing awesome. We've had a great conversation here. Manitoba's allowed to grow. Manitoba's allowed to grow as of May 1st. And as we won't finish reading that, it's just the rest of it is just if you have complaints to like where to direct cannabis complaints about it. So direct complaints can be about cannabis can be being grown in residence to local law enforcement, non-emergencies, blah, blah, blah. That's all bullshit. Just all bullshit. So I'm not even sharing the screen anymore. So stop sharing that. We got to go to break. Wayne says here, if I go to visit anyone, I have weed. If I'm gone a month, probably have a pound. Right. Insurance. I'm doing pretty good. And plus you want to share. Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Right. Smoke a bag a day, so I need to carry just a little, right? Just a little. All right, we got to go to break, folks. We've been on for over an hour already. Let me just check to see if anything's coming up this morning. I don't think so. I think we do have a commercial coming up, but let me see what time. I do have a bit of flexibility. I just can't run into any other commercials or anything. Commercial coming up at 9:30 for Peace News and Views tonight. Okay, so we'll close all these other windows I don't need right now, just so we're not wasting memory on the computer. There we go. And more mudding to this morning, right? Almost done that here. Beauty day out. Can't complain, right? It's going to be 15 degrees here. I'm going to spend some time outside later today doing some stuff out in the yard. Not sure what I'm going to be working on yet. It is dump day, so I am going to get out for a bit, go out to the dump. So I might even roll a joint with me. Roll a joint, bring it with me, and go sit at the little parkette beside the dump, and smoke one. Right? I might even just do that. James says, thanks for the live, Ron, and chat. Gotta go. Kids up and ready for school, right? Have a nice day, everyone. Be safe and stay lifted. You too, James, and thank you so much for tuning in. Your presence is always appreciated, as is your kind words and that in the chat. We did that one already, right? Mikey saying, have a great day, James. Nice, man. We got overcast this morning, right? It is beautifully sunny out here today. So we're going to have this one last toke before break. And we're going to when we get back, I think we will get moving and grooving. We haven't done that the last few days properly because we've been on 420, freestyle 420 mode, and we're just coming back out of everything now. So please stay tuned, everyone, for more Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time this morning. After this short commercial break, we're going to have a quick chillin' chat after getting moving and grooving for just a short bit, and then we'll be out of here for the day. But for now, cheers. All right, so we're going to be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, folks, so don't go away, and cheers.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie nights, spotlights on entertainment, and live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs
vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying off the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndonega. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndonega. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com.
Now we get back to the show.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's Marijuana Time, your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. And we're at episode 171 on this Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025. And I just realized the Forgetful Stoner strikes yet again. Before doing the news, we forgot to do the cannabis news animation segment clip. Who wants to see the monkeys dancing anyway, or those apes dancing anyway? We already did the news, but who wants to see those? Oh no, that's the moving and grooving. The morning news is another one. We won't do that one. We'll do the moving and grooving. We're gonna get moving and grooving, folks, in just a second. We're gonna first run through a few comments here. We got Dude Bro self just jamming away here. Pug dance, cat jam. I can't see these. These are stickers that are being put up, probably animated stickers, but they don't come through on StreamYard, but they'll be there on Rumble. Skeleton dancers, right? And banana dance. I wonder if that's a minion. And we got... Where's Wayne's comment there? Wayne's comments. Wayne says he's walking around the wall waiting to see if Shelby is okay working. She burned her hand yesterday with water at work. Ouch. That hurts, dude. Right? Aaron says, ouch, water burns hurt pretty badly, right? Yeah, I know Shelby's pretty tough from what I've heard over from you, Wayne. She's a pretty tough gal. Well, she is your father's daughter, right? And you're a pretty tough guy yourself. Grand Rising, everyone. Rastafari, right? From DC Sweets 420. Good morning. And Aaron says, when I worked at Mary Brown's, I found burns would hurt more when I was cooking near the hint cookers. The hint cookers. Gonna have to give me a hint on what you mean there. Aaron says there's a spray you can buy to relieve the pains from burns. Solar Cane is one of them. There's several. I probably would use aloe first before any sprays. Now we have aloe plants at home here we grow, and I've used them for burns. I burned my palm. This palm here before. I just finished doing rototilling, shut the engine down, and I put my hand on it to do some kind of adjustment and something. Like right on the muffler guard, right? So I went straight inside, cut a big chunk of aloe off the plant, split it open, put it all on there, and just let it sit. Did you know that it didn't even bubble up, didn't blister, didn't scar, no nothing? And I've had that happen several times on my hands, where I burn my hands on the oven element. You reach in, you open the oven door and you reach in to grab something, and you hit your arm or your hand, top of your hand or whatever. Works amazing. Works better than any of the sprays I used to get. That's why I'm waiting around, right? So put something. She does have something on it. Floor touching time. We're not going to do the floor touching time today, because I'd have to move the camera and all that. We're not going to do that today, but we are going to get moving and grooving like real monkeys or frost monkeys. We're going to put the grill on, right? We're going to put them on. We're going to do it. We're going to get moving and grooving. Only Grand Rising this morning was in my pants. So nothing wrong with the pole and the teepee, eh? Giant cookers. So, okay, so Aaron's comment here. Yeah, I found burns would hurt more when I was cooking near the giant cookers, right? I imagine, I don't know what it looks like in Mary Brown's, but I worked in KFC. I would imagine it's probably very similar. They have these big vats where they put the chickens in to cook down. We're going to get moving and grooving, folks. We're going to get moving and grooving. But not before this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there we go. We're going to have to crank this music up a bit. All right. Now, I'm feeling pretty sore lately. My hips are bothering me. We're going to have some more of that rainbow dip. Come on, let's do it. There we go. Come on. Get those arms moving. Get those legs grooving. There you go. Now we're moving and grooving. That's a little loud. Oh, great. Here's the bong sax. Fire in the bowl. Oh, we're supposed to have that on. Come on. Oh, man, this is tough this morning. I can't do it. My right hip is just killing me. Just from yesterday. I don't know why. Do not know why. I'll get moving and grooving more a bit outside later. Although I'll probably be on the tractor for a bit too. Doing a little bit more yard cleanup today. I got some piles of brush to pick up. There's a few pieces of wood here and there. Some other stuff I still want to bring out from the from our back storage area out in the yard. Stuff that we use for the setup of the gardens and that. Untuck away everything from winter. Pretty soon the gardens are going to be alive with plants growing all through them. Looks pretty bleak out there right now, but I love seeing the progression of the garden as the winter goes. And it's nice to see as the winter goes. As the summer goes on, you see all the plants growing. You first see all the little tiny plants in the ground, right? All the little plants we got growing upstairs. Oh, my father-in-law made the other barrels, cut the barrels in half for the, we had a couple of water barrels that we were using before when we were having well issues. It was a plugged foot valve at the bottom of the well, at the bottom of the water line. So we got that fixed. Here, you know what? I'm going to roll up a joint for me to take to dump day, because Canada Cruiser is going to be gone at dump run. So we're going to do a joint here. I'll have you guys watch me roll it. And I'm going to do Strawberry Donkey. I'm going to do a platinum tipped Strawberry Donkey. So here's the Strawberry Donkey right here. It's all purple, and if you don't believe the purple, here's some of the platinum cookies that we'll use for the tip. You should be able to see the difference in color there. This one here is the purple, and that's green. So this is platinum cookies, and this is Strawberry Donkey here. I hope I got enough Strawberry Donkey here to put in the joint. So how I do this, I do Strawberry Donkey, and then I do platinum cookies right at the tip. And the paper I do, you can kind of see a little bit through it, so you can see the difference in the colors. You can see the purple, the change in the purple and the green. So it looks pretty cool too, eh? Good old spring cleaning, right? Right? And you know what? We've had a little bit of rain lately, and the frost is now out of the ground, so we're not getting water sitting around in the yard too much now. So it's drying up. But because it's drying up and all that, and we've had the rain, we get some nice temps, the grass is just popping out with green like you wouldn't believe. Wayne says, I guess one of the other workers didn't put the cover on the coffee pot right, and Shelby grabbed the pot and it upset on her hand, right? Something so simple. Someone probably was in a rush, didn't, or they just didn't care. So we're going to throw some Strawberry Donkey in this joint. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to grab some more. Yeah. At 8:30, we got time. Oh, I got to get some more bigger buds. I actually got a lot of work to do. I got to trim up a lot of weed and bag it up and mail it off to Kim for the Stoner Games Cannabis Cup to be judged. I'm going to be sending Strawberry Donkey, platinum cookies, and Rainbow Dick. Now, I'm pretty sure I have enough of the platinum cookies to do. Some of it may be smaller buds, but everything's being packaged all together. Well, each strain is separate. It'll be separate bags, but it'll be Kim dividing it up into the 0.7 to 1 gram samples for to be put in the judges' kits. Rolling up some Donny Burger. I've heard of that strain from World's Strongest Strains. They had those seeds there a while back. Hard old luck shit, right? Hard old luck. All right. So let's get this show on the road here. We got see that moving there a bit? It's nice. Look, it's I can kind of roll it up a bit, sticks together a bit. So what I do is I just pack this in here. Now, I don't worry about it going out to the end here too much because I kind of want to do that because I want to pack in quite a bit. So then I'll just go like this. Push that down a bit, and then that just packs that bottom section a bit more, right? And then here's the platinum cookies. So platinum tipped strawberry donkey. Let's put a little bit more strawberry donkey in there. Pack her right up, right? A little bit more platinum cookies, so you should be able to see the difference in the color there, right? There's the filter. There's the strawberry donkey. You can see the purple, and then the green at the tip. So we'll close the roller up. Oh, I might have a little bit too much in there. Let's push it down a bit. There we go. Put that back there. Oh, geez, that would not have been good. I have a girl at the weed shop yesterday, or gave a girl at the weed shop yesterday my bubba weed I grew. She's supposed to let me know today if it's any good. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Hopefully you get a good report, right? Okay, we got our paper in there. Let's hope this rolls up fine and there's no fuck-ups in the roll. Now, the papers I'm using are the Gize Superfines. Yes, that's not going to... Doesn't have a very good focus. So the green pack, Superfine. And these ones are vegan, too. Here we go. We'll open her up. Now, what I usually do, here's the filter. Now, what I usually do is I push down this and twist the end up a bit. Now, I might have a little bit much in the end here. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just pick out just a little bit at the end. Just enough. I was meaning to do that under the camera. It's not going to focus. But I'll then push down a bit around the edges without trying to break the paper. And I'll take the other end of the tool, the wider end. Just push down a bit more. Just keep working my way around. Packing it down a bit, right? So give it a bit of space here. Now I can pinch it. Pinch it. I kind of pinch it a little bit like that as I turn it a bit. Just kind of, it helps if you have a little bit more there, but here. There, now let me get rid of the tray here so I don't knock it over. We're going to be out of here in just a minute, folks. So we'll let this song run out, and then we'll put the theme song on, and then we'll be out of here for today. It's been a great show this morning, I think. Okay, we'll come back full screen so you guys can see this a bit better. Okay, so this is... Don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. I don't know if you can see the difference in the colors. Kind of hard to see there. Here you can see it. From my fingernail up, it's from my fingernail to the end. It's platinum cookies. You can't see very well. The camera's shit. And platinum cookies at the tip, and then strawberry donkey. So platinum tip strawberry donkey. So that's going to go in my Huzzah joint case right there. Put it in one of my little plastic joint holders. Tubes. Well, it's actually a cigarette holder. Bought from the Res. From Necessities, Mikey. If you're still here. Yeah, you are. Have a good day yourself. Or have yourself a good day today. Hey, cheers everyone. You too, Mikey. You too. You have a great day. It's been an awesome show. Great. I've enjoyed myself just chatting here. A Ron McNabb creation, right? Platinum tip strawberry donkey. She liked the look of it when she said the buds was hard for outdoor weed. Nice. So you have a great day, Mikey. You're top notch, sir. I saw your post. You're top notch. You're one of the gooder ones too, brother. You do see it. It's a little hard for me to see in here because of the lighting. It looks light, but it's not. It's pretty dark in here. I've got like just light focused here, but like up and around here, and because of my glaucoma, and the rest of there's no light on back there. All I got is just one desk light on here. That's it. That's just the screen from my phone and my computer and TV flashing back at me. That engine has some mud to throw on the walls, right? And from floors to scrape. That was one of my jobs when I was a kid. A teen starting out and being exposed to building houses and that. I was the cleanup kid. Scrape with the floors. So you have a great one, Mikey. So here we go, folks. There's my joint for my dump run. Now let's get the lighter in the case as well, shall we? I'll get the other two. Look at that. I can tell which ones are empty, which ones if I have different colors ones. There's blue. I used to have other colors too. I think there was red or something. But I have blue and brown. So if I bring two different strains with me, then I can identify which ones are which, as long as I remember which one's which. But then as long as they're up, if they're up facing the same way as the top of the lighter, then that's not been used. The ones that are facing down, they're empty. All in a nice little joint case from the legal market. And I got my Huzzah Frosty sticker on there. I have other cases too, but they're different. They're a different style. I do not like these ones as much. This one here has the open buttons at the top here. I guess they might have changed it because they probably figured it was too easy to open, because it's two actual raised buttons. You depress those in both at the same time and you can open it. The new cases, they're all the same, but they got a push side that's level with it. Nothing catching it up on the open end there. Now you got to push on both sides like this. So if you got arthritis, dude, this is it can be a little bit like that's hurting, man. That's hurting. Like, I wish they'd stop doing shit like that for people. But I use these cases, the whole thing's good. Screen for the ash catcher in there, right? Well, I got to get more screens. But I got empty ones here as well, other empty ones. So they're great little hard cases for carrying stuff around or joints. But like I said, I like the one with the ones on the end. It's more durable too, because I find that the more you use these, the sides get little dented in from where you push, whereas these here, because it's actual buttons, you're not pushing the side of the container in at all. I don't know. That's just my spin on it. I would imagine also the new one is probably cheaper to produce. Less materials in it. It's a different type of metal, like the metal clip thing at the top. For the one I like, the one I have my joints in, that's not going in the drawer. That's coming with me. Going in my pocket. And good day, Ron, says Frog Father. Have a safe one and Mrs. getting relief from the can of cream. Right? And Mikey says, I wish I had a cleanup dude following me behind. I got to do it all. Hey, dude, that's that. Like, as much as I can, like, also help doing like the actual the work type of stuff, I also don't mind doing the cleanup shit. Like, someone's got to do it, right? And I pay so much attention to detail that, like, cleaning up afterwards, I don't miss much. Even though I forget a lot when I'm talking that. But when I'm working and I'm focused, I don't miss much. As long as I got the right tools with me and things aren't too difficult to do, hey, I can do it. Although I don't know if my body would be able to handle constantly putting in the hours like that every day. I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know how you do it. I need to find a peach tree. Right? My grandfather had a peach tree in Toronto. He took out an old dying birch and planted a peach tree, and he actually got peaches off it for several years. I remember him planting it when I was not a young kid, but younger. And I remember he eventually had peaches on it. I'd like to have another Hope for Humanity rose bush. My grandfather loved roses too. When he had his house in Toronto, oh man, he had roses that would grow up the both sides of the front of the house, all the way up to the eaves. And the basement window, the house was raised a bit, so the basement windows were up like this. So this was like a story and a bit high. And he would get up on his stepladder and he would meticulously look after the plant. And oh man, he had like award-winning roses. Now he never did enter into anything, but they would be award-winning had he done that. And that's not just me saying that as his grandson. That's me saying that he grew some pretty great shit. He was also a gardener too. Grew his own veggies and that, a lot of his own veggies for years. And right up until the year he passed. So anyways, we got to get on out of here. So let's see. Let's just run through these real quick. Wayne says, I have 3 different apple trees and 2 pear trees. Youngest daughter wants peach tree and I can't find one. Well, hopefully you do find one soon. I would love to have trees like that on my property. Not quite big enough to do it. So maybe one day. I got to move around, brother, working on the new garden setup today, right? So enjoy your children, Ron. Have a great day, friend. Be happy and high. Right, you too, Billy Joe. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great show. With much respect, peace, and love. God bless, right? Rastafari. All right, thank you so much, DC Sweets 420. And Aaron says, I don't think a peach tree will grow very good here with the winters we have. Right, I'm not sure. There might be ones that are a little more hardy, some varieties. I don't know. So I guess that's the end of everything here, folks. We're at the end of the show. What we got coming on tonight? We got the IWK 710 Daily Sesh coming on up with Sir Steve-O at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And always a great time with Sir Steve-O, right? And then after that, at 8 p.m., we also have Sir Steve-O coming on up, but on Peace News and Views. And his working with joint host Kim Cooper, the creator and founder and creator of NOK Network here. And so they are going to be interviewing at 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, Penny Hartzell. Let's see what this is about. So, okay, so tonight on Peace News and Views, joint host Sir Steve-O and Kim Cooper chat with herbalist Penny Hartzell on NOK Network. Penny Hartzell, aka Mother Hemp, hashtag Mother Hemp, is a vitalist herbalist specializing in ancient remedies for modern illness, a medicine woman and founder of Sacred Remedies, community apothecary, and the underground cannabis co-ops. Penny teaches people how to learn to heal themselves with nature. She has been studying a wide variety of plants, herbs, and fungi, herbalism, and herbal medicine over 30 years plus years now, as well as utilizing them herself in nutrition. Penny says, I've applied the knowledge I've acquired over the years to my own health and to that all of my loved ones and theirs for almost as long too. And the results have been absolutely astounding. I specialize in creating herbal remedies through foraging, harvesting, wildcrafting, medicine making, and clinical work. I often use herbs that are a little more rare and obscure in modern herbalism, which makes my products that much more unique. Penny tells people the miracle is in the plants themselves. I merely put my 30 years of knowledge and wisdom of ancient culture and practices into making them usable to my own clientele. I always always only source organic, natural herbs for my remedies. I hate chemical herbicides and pesticides with a passion. So I either grow or go out in the woods and fields to harvest my herbal supply myself. So, wow, this is amazing. So that I know that they are all local, organic, and how they were grown, processed, and cured. Whatever I can't make that way, I buy in bulk from only trusted sources with whom I've done business with for many years, she says. Penny is a mother of a 35-year-old and a proud grandmother. 15 years ago, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer and sent home with no hope to die after denying chemo, radiation, and surgery. Since then, Penny has totally transformed her own health with the help of the natural world, as well as many other people and animals along the way. I think of myself as a stepping stone on the pathway of truly healing and self-discovery. I create a space where people can learn how to incredibly wonderful learn how incredibly wonderful they are by simply teaching them to love themselves. That's the key, folks. You have to love yourself first. If you hate yourself, you're not going to go very far. Trust me. Trust me on that one. I speak from experience. On that one. I've found that there is only one thing that heals every problem, and that is to know how to love yourself. Serving people is what gives my life purpose, so I genuinely look forward to hearing from all of you soon. And she can be found on Facebook at facebook.com/Aphrodite Athena31, and you will see all this coming up in the commercial at 9:30, which is in just over half hour from now. And but the show will air tonight, so join Sir Steve-O and Kim Cooper tonight for their chat with herbalist Penny Hartzell on NOK Network streaming sites, including Facebook, Rumble, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, or on our webpage. And that will be tonight, Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Peace News and Views with Kim Cooper and Sir Steve-O. So check it out, folks. If you can't check it out on live, check it out on the replay. It's a show I'm definitely going to have to, I don't think I'm going to be able to tune in live to tonight, but you never know. But I definitely will be watching on the replay. So I'm going to just finish off on a few comments here, and then we will be out. And wow, look at that. Another almost 2 hour show this morning. Right? Awesome. Wayne says, I planted a high bush blueberry and blackberry plants last year. That I wish we had. We have raspberry bushes on our property here, but we have not tended to them ever, really. We've pulled a few raspberries off them here and there, but they're kind of in an inconvenient area and that. But who knows? Maybe once life slows down a bit, yeah, right, that life is going to slow down. I don't think so. But maybe when things shift a bit in the years to come, maybe we'll work more on doing shit like that, right? We've been here 10 years now. I don't plan on moving, so I'm only 52, or going to be 52. So I think I might get a big pretzel this morning in the mall. Nice hot pretzel, yummy, right? My wife makes nice pretzels, like the hot pretzel, soft pretzels, right? They're amazing. And Aaron Drake says, according to my AI assistant, it is very unlikely a peach tree would grow here in Newfoundland. Oh, that's too bad. I had a lemon tree growing. Hey, but you can always try, right? You can always try it. You probably grow the tree, but you probably wouldn't get any fruit. That's probably what would happen. Lemon tree growing here before, but I went to jail and wife let it die. Jeez. Talk about a sour experience all around. Triple sour. Dying lemon tree. Wayne going to jail. That lemons are sour. Toys R Us has a 3-foot Mario I want to get. Jeez. They won't sell them to me. So you obviously asked. 2 hours went by so fast, right? Just like that. It feels like the time is just like, where'd the time go? Feels like it was like 30 minutes, not even. Man, there are wrestlers still wrestling in their 50s. Ric Flair's last match was in his 70s, right? And he uses cannabis. I believe he does use cannabis. He has a cannabis line, I know that. I know he's got his name on a cannabis line of edibles or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think him and Mike Tyson, I think, have joined hands with something. It's him and someone else. I can't remember who, but we've reported on Ganja News Update before. So I don't know too much about Ric Flair, but I do know of him and with wrestling, and I know that he is involved in cannabis in some way, shape, or form. Whether he uses it himself, but I do know his name's on a line of products. So anyways, folks, we got to get on out of here. It's been just nearly 2 hours, and we got a commercial coming up in about half an hour from now, so I can't keep myself talking here to cross over on that. And so I will see you again tomorrow morning for another great episode of Rise and Shine. It's Marijuana Time on Thursday, April the 24th, 2025 for episode 172. And wow, I can't believe how much time is just, we're going to have to blank. I can't believe how many episodes we're at already. We're going to be pretty soon nearing. I remember when we were getting close to 100. Here we are very soon, less than a month. Going to be past 200, right? Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson loves his cannabis and his mushrooms. He was on, he interviewed on his show, Hot Boxing with Mike, Tommy, he interviewed Cheech and Chong. Awesome show, right? If you haven't seen it, you got to go check it out. It's on YouTube. It was amazing seeing him wrestle in the 70s. He wasn't very good, but still, right? So anyways, folks, we got to get on out of here. We'll see you again tomorrow. But don't forget to tune in to the IWK 710 Daily Session tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then again, at 8 p.m. Eastern, we got Peace News and Views coming up. And that looks like a really, really great show. In fact, I'm going to tell my wife about that one. Who knows? Maybe my wife and I might watch that one together on the replay sometime. So anyways, cheers, folks. Stay happy, stay healthy, but most importantly, come on, stay high. Cheers. All right. I forgot to bring the other cam up. Anyways, we'll go for now. We'll see you in the morning. I just realized we didn't see Frosty this morning or our brother Kenny G. So hope they're doing fine. And I haven't seen Danelle Westica either. Hope she's doing fine as well. And if I missed anyone, I hope everyone's doing fine. Peace out to all you guys. Go fly high in the sky with Rick and Morty. Right? Take care, everyone. And Aaron says, peace, Ron, and everyone, right? And Aaron says, I watched 6 Feet Under to the Undertaker show, right? But have a nice day and catch you in the morning. All right. So anyways, take care, folks, and peace. Wayne says, much love, and guys and gals. Right? All right, we'll say it once more. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay high. Peace.
Woo-hoo-hoo!